What is up, guys? It's been a lot of driving the past couple days, but we are actually back at VMP Performance. We're on our way back to a cold Pittsburgh, and finally, this is the first time I'm seeing the sun in 3 days that I've been in Florida. I'm taking this hoodie off for the first time. So last time the truck was here, we had 48,800 miles on it. Now we got 54.6 or 5 or whatever it said. Time for an oil change. And this is the land of coyotes. We got a Celine Mustang over here. We got tons of other Mustangs over here. GT500, that's definitely a drag car, you can tell. Got big old slicks. What the heck, a Pontiac? We got Shelby GT500. Got a couple Shelby GT500s here. We got another, look at that. What is this, a Ford, what, Fairlane? I don't know, it's antique, I know that. We got another Mustang. Got another drag Mustang here, look at that. Parachute, the whole 9 yards. Ooh! Here's the Focus RS that I reviewed. Got a nice F-150 here. This is like a full Roush kit. Sweet. I wouldn't be surprised if these little moped looking things are supercharged as well. Got another one here that they're working on. The intake is off and the whole car, every wheel is up on these little rollers here. I guess it's easier to push it around the shop. So we got an oil change, we got a new alternator belt, we got a new tune as well. So we're ready to start the long drive home. Damn, Justin. You're revving harder than I do.
Yeah, man, it's good for another 100 rips.
Oh, that's awesome.
Fresh AMS oil change, tire rotation.
That's awesome. Appreciate it, man. I'm ready to drive a long way home now.
You got a long drive, man.
Yeah, I do. Gotta stop and eat McDonald's first, and then I'll start driving. Wait, what is that? Some random old Ranger with police sirens. I thought it was being pulled over. That's the weirdest thing ever. Oh, you got me. Oh shit. Man, what's going on over here? So there were cops over there looking like past the railing, and then there's ambulances. Oh my gosh. I hope someone hasn't like gone off the road. Oh, and there's that Ranger that passed me. It's it was that Green Ranger. Like flew by me. I guess it's some kind of, I don't know what the hell you would call that. But that Ranger was pretty fast. It flew by me with sirens, all kinds of stuff. I don't know what the heck's going on here. Oh, they had pulled some people over. Huh, they pulled some people over there, and there were cops looking for stuff on the other side of the railing, kind of like they had thrown something out of the car. Well, that was weird. But that Ranger, though, I mean, I saw blue lights like way in the back in my rear view mirror, and I'm like, oh crap, they're probably gonna, because I have been speeding a little bit. I mean, I'm just trying to get home here. I'm in West Virginia, by the way. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm being pulled over, and then phew, this Ranger, I mean, you guys saw it on the GoPro, it just flew by me. I was like, what was that? Very odd. Oh well. Yep, and we are finally home. You know, it's actually kind of nice to get away every now and then, especially Florida when it's winter here, but it's always good to come home. And today it's a beautiful day. We're supposed to have 50 degrees, and tomorrow's supposed to be 52. So that's the mandatory weather report, and it's end of December. Like, that's nice. So before we jump into the topic of today's video, as we just went and saw the OG Beast in Florida, we're actually going to jump in the M5. I haven't driven this thing in like over a week. We're going to do some Christmas shopping. My wife doesn't know that I'm about to buy her this because I don't really have to whisper here, but we don't really buy each other Christmas gifts. It's just not a thing for us. I don't really know why. I mean, we spend money when we go traveling, stuff like that, get stuff for the house, you know, that kind of thing. So we don't really do the whole Christmas gift thing, but there's one thing that she really, really wants. And I'm gonna, of course, still get it for her. How you been, old girl? fire up that V10. It's not Ferrari high pitch, super loud, but it still sounds good. Alright, so it was a quick trip. We're back home already. And whenever we give each other Christmas gifts, the days of when we give them aren't really that important. So we're going to give it to her now. It's from one of our favorite stores, Nordstrom. Hi, Nobi. We're dog sitting Sydney's dog. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Are you a good boy? You're a good boy? Honey! Come here.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
What did you get?
What?
Turn the camera off. Honey, I don't want to be on camera like
Come
this.
on.
I'm as kid as I can be.
You can put this on too.
Oh my god! You didn't get that! Jesus!
I didn't get that.
Honey.
Come on, open it.
Why'd you do that?
You know you want it.
Well, yeah, but I didn't want you to get it, like, for Christmas.
You're my baby.
Oh my god. I love the color too.
Do you?
This is the
Love
one.
it?
This is the color I would pick. Yep.
Now here's the twist.
Oh my god!
See, what she really wants is a Canada Goose jacket, which is like top, winter type jacket that you can get, the brand and everything. This is actually a competing new brand called Moose Knuckles. Yeah, Moose Knuckles. And it's actually a bit more sophisticated, which I feel like is more your style. That fits you perfectly. Look at that.
Oh, I love it!
That is so you.
Oh my god, it is.
Oh, that looks so good on you.
Does it?
I mean, I knew that was going to be just like you. But with a jacket like that, you never have to buy another winter coat. Do you love it?
I love it.
Okay, so now that we have the Christmas gift out of the way, let's talk about what happened this past week here when I was in Florida and finally got to see the OG, the Hydrolocked C63, which was absolutely amazing. If you haven't seen that video, you can definitely go check it out. I'll link it in the description. I'll throw up a card or something up here. But I was not at all even entertaining the thought that that car could be mine again if I want to. Because during the drive, the current owner did mention that he would most likely sell it in the beginning of next year. And even right when he said it, the thought didn't really strike me that I can buy it. But then a few seconds later, it did. So now I've been like thinking about this non-stop. And it's just such a twist. And it would be absolutely awesome to have that car again. So basically what I want to ask you guys is what you would prefer. Because I've said before that I want a C63 on the channel again, a 205. And what I had been planning on doing, but that's like a couple years in the future, is buying the last model year of the C63 that they still make them with a V8, the bi-turbo V8 that is, before they go to the extremely corny 4-cylinder that, no one's going to buy, at least not me. So that's kind of been my plan during the whole time. And I've also been wanting to have a 204 C63 on the channel for at least a while and see what that car is like, because I've never owned, the naturally aspirated one. But now when all this happened and, I got to drive the car that I ordered and, see it again and see that it's running just fine. It wasn't really a huge deal to fix it up. And now I'm kind of thinking like that would be the car to buy, depending on, what price that we would agree on. I mean, the only thing that would make me maybe hesitate to buy it is because that it does have a salvage title. But usually a salvage title is, it comes with a stigma because you don't really maybe know the history of the car. I definitely know the history of the car. It was my car. It's because of what happened when I was driving it that it has now a salvage title. So I'm just thinking out loud here. On the other hand, would it be too soon to have a C63 on the channel again? Like, what are you guys' thoughts on that? Now, initially, when I got the Ferrari, my dream before that was to be able to get the Ferrari and keep the second C63 that I had for the longest time. The OG one, I only had that for 7 weeks. That wasn't a possibility at the time, so I had to trade the AMG in to get the F12. Now, obviously, this car is not going anywhere, at least anytime soon. What would have to go, though, is the M5, because I'm not trading the truck. If I'm trading that, it will be for another truck, not for another car. So we would have to say bye-bye to the M5, and I haven't really had that for very long. Now, again, This whole Hydrolocked buying back C63 thing would not happen for probably another 4 months at the earliest. So we would still have some time with the M5, but the thing is we have, you know, crappy winter ahead of us here, although we have great weather today. But yeah, so in this video I'm basically thinking out loud. Like, I want to know what you guys have to say as well. So leave your suggestions in the comment section below of what you think. I mean, obviously I know a lot of people are going to be like, yeah, buy it back, it's going to be awesome. But then it's going to be at the cost of the E60 M5 that I know a lot of you guys love as well. I'm not going to be, you know, keeping this car and getting the C63. I mean, you see the issues that we have here, and I know the comment section is going to be flooded now with, oh, go buy a new house before you buy another car. Now that's coming eventually, of course, as well as we, you know, do need it at least garage space. Now regarding mods and like a build series and stuff like that, we, you know, I have something extremely crazy that I'm thinking about that I don't even know if it's, you know, something that is possible to do on that car. Otherwise, you know, we do the same stuff, you know, downpipes, the tune, which it already has, put some nice wheels on it and stuff like that. And yeah, it would just be so nice to be able to drive around in that car again. I don't know if it would be the best content in the world, but it would be fun for a little while. I would mainly get that car maybe just to have it for me, because I love it. I don't know how much more content I can create with the C63 on the channel, because we've done so much already. It will mainly be like a nostalgia type thing and bring that car back to the channel. So you guys let me know. Keep the M5 or bring the OG AMG back to the channel next to the F12. Which, by the way, I should be driving because it's such a nice day, but all of next week is pretty much going to be like this. So we're going to get some more F12 action coming up here shortly. And I know there's a lot of talking in this video, but I've pretty much just been driving for 3 days straight. And I had planned to do other content, but because of the crappy weather in Miami, I couldn't really do it. It was raining all day long, and I can't really drive those cars that I was planning on driving and creating content with during those weather conditions, and I don't really have the time. So I'm planning on flying down there later on in the winter time, and then we're going to create some epic content there. But before we end the video, I went to the PO Box and I got this cool little box here. We have a letter as well, and we're going to end the video with this. Mike AutoVlog, been a follower and a huge fan of your channel for a long time. Always enjoyable content, and you are so upfront about everything. The vehicles, the channel, how you generate income, and so on. This is something I've been able to use as motivation to expand my business, Laurel Highlands Laser. I realize with startups, things are slow in the beginning, but with ambitions, I can also be successful. I saw a void to fill in my area with precision laser. Check this out. He sent me a beer pint glass with my logo on there. That is awesome, and I assume that that is done with precision laser. I don't really know exactly what that is. Look at that, that's a coaster. Man, that is sick. I love it, man. Thanks for everything you do in our community and the risk you've taken to get there. The amazing informational entertainment you have given to us all. Sincerely, Justin Miller at Laurel Highlands Laser. And that's awesome. Thank you so much, Jason. Definitely check them out if you're in the market for something like this, because this is sweet. I mean, you can personalize like your beer glasses and stuff. That's sick. I'm sure he does tons of other things just like these coasters. Check them out on Facebook. I'll put their email and contact information in the description below. And by the way, I probably won't be talking to you guys before Christmas, so Merry Christmas to everyone who follows this channel. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye-bye.